once you cross 40, it's so hard to lose weight. And that's because our bodies are so different. The way it processes foods is different. And the types of foods we consume, the time of day we consume these foods, our hormones, men versus women, all of those do play a role. So we will be discussing those. We'll try to personalize some of the programs so it's most effective for the individual. Week 2, again, we will start with spirituality. We'll spend some time together with focusing on how do we enhance our spirit. And a lot of it is going to be how we look at ourselves internally. Because sometimes when we have this internal image of ourselves that is not always very positive, it's harder to move forward with the reality that we see in our world. Week 3, we'll be focusing on mental well-being. Again, there will be specific practices that we will look into, especially like relaxation techniques. What does self-care look like? And once we get into a place where we have developed a routine for the individual, where they are able to refresh themselves, feel like they have tools to improve their mental well-being, it will translate into productivity at work. And so it's also going to be a way of increasing self-belief and creating a life you've always wanted to live with a positive mindset. And a lot of times people feel like they're always hitting like a brick wall, like they're not able to move past a certain way of thinking, and that impairs the way they view themselves, the way they view their world. So this is really going to be important mind work. Week 4, we've heard a lot of good discussions about processed foods. So we will take the time to understand and identify foods that promote life versus those foods that induce disease. So this knowledge will be useful in detoxing your kitchen. And in fact, while we are doing this program together, we'll do an activity together, especially for those of us who are in the UAE, because it's going to be, week 5 will be somewhere in June. So probably be an indoor activity. We could do like rock climbing. We can even do like a walk together in an indoor space. Week 6, sunshine, relaxation, and sleep. So participating in relaxing activities, again, taking the time to do a relaxing routine does take intentionality. So for me personally, I can just go constantly. And if I'm not intentional, I do feel burnt out internally. And I know that applies to everybody. So we will go through different routines because every person might find one activity more relaxing than the other. So giving more options is good. Doing relaxing activities as a group is good. So we'll do group yoga or dance or cooking class. We'll just see what everybody votes to do. But again, it's about doing it as a community, having accountability, because when you do it as a community with accountability, you're going to be more successful. Week 7 is about creating communities. So all of us have personal hobbies, or even if you don't, I definitely want to help you discover it, and discover what kind of interests you have. And if that's something you really love and are passionate about, we can work together how you can create your own group within your community so more people can be involved in something like this. And you can spread the love, if you will. And week 8 will be the day to celebrate. We will review all the key takeaway points from the previous weeks. We'll do the after picture goal checklist and see how many people have actually been able to achieve their goals. And the idea is all of you would have developed something, whether it was something that you came in thinking that you were going to develop, or you took so much more than you thought you were going to get, and then you take that information and change your world and your community. And that's really what transformational life consulting is all about, is transforming lives, and through these lives, transforming communities.